Meir embodies 3 doros for me. Meir's father, Leiby, was my first talmid in the neighborhood, Leiby Groman, and never missed a shir.
Meir was here since 9th grade, and he's never left. Literally, he's like the furniture in yeshiva. Remember, my father, Zechariah Levrach, always told me about Rabbi Yitzchak Soloveitchik in Chaim, Berlin, that there was the tables and the chairs and the stenders and Rabbi Yitzchak. I could say that about Meir.
There's no kid in the yeshiva who doesn't feel comfortable walking over to him, and he treats each one of these kids and each one of the people in the yeshiva like they're the only person he knows, and like everything about them is so important.
You have Bachrim that take on learning programs, and how did this start? What do you mean? Rabbi Groman said that this would be good for me, and this is Chena v'Chena Rabbis. We see this again and again and again in his very quiet way. He's mashpia. He encourages others to learn.
I've had the privilege of knowing Reb Meir since I first became a Rebbe 7 years ago, and what always stuck out for me is that throughout all my years, there were always boys in every single class that went out to learn with Reb Meir. Sometimes he would take some of the most challenging kids, the kids who were going through, who were struggling, and yet they jumped at the opportunity to learn with Reb Meir.
You speak to Meir, he remembers dates based on what Daf Yomi was learning at that time. I just spoke to him the other day. He said, "Oh, I saw your son, his Pinyon Ben was Ksubas Tzadi Zayin." So that's when his Pinyon Ben was. So that's how Meir thinks, and in a subtle way, it really influences you to realize how much learning means to him and how much learning should mean to us.
My father has been a huge chassid and went to many shirim when I was a little kid. Then I went through the high school system, Beis Medrash, Kailo, and now, Baruch Hashem, to have my son be able to continue and love it here. It's great. I get to learn with him. I get to drive him here in the morning, so it's amazing. Over the last 25, 30 years, I got to learn individually, one-on-one or one-on-two with probably 100, 150 Reuven, Bachrim, and I don't look at it like tutoring. Some people call it, you tutoring. I look at it just because each kid has such potential, and a lot of times, you connect to them. And now I have this new thing over the last 2 years that I give out Yerushalmis to any kid that wants to try it. Not only if they don't have to commit. And I'm still amazed. I tell people all the time. I started this 1.5 years ago. I was hoping to get one kid, one person, to learn Yerushalmi, and now I'm giving out 15, 20, 25 Yerushalmis every time it comes out, and I have kids from 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade learning Yerushalmi. And I myself, I'm amazed, I'm floored by Yipa, and a good majority of these people are Reuven kids. A lot of my Rebbeim that were there are still here now. Stefanski, who was my 12th grade Rebbe. Rabbi Gottlieb was my 11th grade Navi Rebbe, and now I still see him, he's running the yeshiva as a principal, and I love listening to him because I loved listening to him back then. So it's amazing to have a lot of my Rebbeim from back then, still giving shir, I'm still inspiring people. So yeah, the Hakaras Hatov is amazing. I don't think there's enough words you could say to express my Hakaras Hatov for everything. All the inspiration I get, I'm able to give a little bit back, and hopefully for many more years.